Oklahoma's News 8 at 5.
Severe thunderstorms and dangerous lightning rattle parts of green country for the second night in a row. Good evening, everyone. I'm Leanne Taylor.
And I'm Charles Ely. Thank you for joining us. A severe thunderstorm hit green country around 10 o'clock last night. Several counties experienced torrential rain and heavy lightning. Warnings were issued in several counties, including Tulsa. Some areas reported baseball-sized hail, while others reported trees downed by high winds. In Tulsa, the storm knocked out power to 15,000 residents. Tonight, power has been restored to all customers. The storm is also blamed for a fire in Tahlequah last night. Lightning hit the grain elevator just west of the downtown area. More than 70 firefighters were called in to battle that blaze. It took more than 2 hours to control the fire. The elevator was more than 100 years old and a genuine landmark in Tahlequah. The damage estimates are still being calculated.
And watching all of that action last night was our own meteorologist, Frank Mitchell. He joins us now with an update.
Busy night.
It was a busy night. I guess now we're in the calm after
Resting.
the storms. Yeah, we're trying to rest, and it looks like we'll get lots of rest for quite some time.
Good.
We're not looking for anything like that for quite some time. In fact, for tonight, rather cool night. The early evening forecast, partly cloudy and cool, upper to lower 70s. That's up until sundown. After that, we're going to drop down into the 60s tonight, in some areas even 50s for overnight lows. And then the forecast coming up is going to be a real good one. We're going to kind of hit a nice dry, warm spell, so I can get plenty of sleep, and everybody else who had to stay up with all that noise last night.
Want to know what was going on?
Yeah.
You bet.
Rattling the windows. Thank you,
That's right.
Frank. They've had a lot more than weather trouble in Shakota, but people in Shakota are determined to rebuild their businesses. It was almost a month ago that a quarter of the downtown stores went up in flames. Today, Kevin Steincross revisited Shakota to see how the people are recovering.
It looks more like post-war Germany than small-town Oklahoma, but this is all that's left of 12 businesses in Shakota. To this day, smoke lingers. It's a grim reminder to Karen Martin, whose department store burned to the ground. Now she rents this space, trying to keep her store afloat.
I hope to move back to my location. The only problem with that is whether or not I'll be able to afford the rent in a new building, because I had a very reasonable rent where I was.
All but one of the burned-out businesses have relocated, and now they can apply for low-interest loans from the Small Business Administration to get back on their feet.
Looking at the devastation, you may not think there's anything left of these businesses, but there are some things to salvage, several thousand of them, as a matter of fact.
Bricks mean bucks, and at least one store owner is selling the bricks from her building. Rhonda Brewer will use the $7,000 she'll make off the bricks to rebuild Rhonda's resale just down the street from where she was burned out.
If I continue selling what brick I've got down there, I'll be able to restock the store and get it started again.
As for the block itself, its future is still up in the air. The mayor says Shakota has a committee looking at the options.
We've got several investors that's kind of wanting to get the whole thing and put a mini mall in here. And we kind of want to put some shrubs and some flowers and new sidewalks and that type of thing.
To make it better than it was before.
To make it better than it was before, yeah.
The desire is there. Now it'll just take time for downtown Shakota to be restored. Kevin Steincross, Oklahoma's News 8, Shakota.
The state fire marshal says the cause of the fire is arson. No arrests have been made.
Well, President Bush is trying to convince Americans he can lead the country to economic recovery. Bush left the White House early this morning for a speech at the Detroit Economic Club. In a surprise statement yesterday, Bush has renewed his 1988 no new taxes pledge. However, Bush aides were quick to follow that the administration isn't pledging anything. Bush has bought 5 minutes of network time tonight to address the nation. He's expected to outline his view of America's role in the world economy, his proposals on taxes, education, welfare, legal reform, and health care reform. Well, the latest ABC Money magazine survey finds Americans still very pessimistic about the economy. 90% of those surveyed say the economy is still in pretty bad shape, while 10% say the economy is doing just fine. And 72% of those polled now say is not a good time to make pretty big purchases, while 28% say it is. A survey by U.S. News and World Reports found that Oklahoma's economy is the healthiest in the nation. The magazine reports the main reason for the state's economic stability is due to our recovery since the oil bust of the mid-1980s.
Vice presidential candidate Al Gore criticized President Bush last night accusing Bush of showing contempt for the American people by refusing a televised debate with Bill Clinton. He appeared on the Larry King Show live and also got quite a surprise. You see, a viewer called in with a question that caught him totally off guard. Here's how it went.
Hi, Senator Gore.
Yes.
I know I probably shouldn't say this, but I think you're a very handsome man.
Uh-oh.
Are you available for a date on Friday night?
All right, who put this up?
Who is this?
I have no idea.
No, he's not available. He's happy.
That's the answer. I'm not available.
Not even for your wife?
Yeah, for my wife.
Who is this?
Hi, this is Tipper. I'm calling you from Asheville. You're doing great.
Oh, my
Aha! You didn't recognize your wife's voice. Hey.
You're on candid camera. You thought it was Larry King.
Oh, no.
Can't win them all, Al. Gore spent today campaigning in the state of Kentucky.
Well, the Tulsa Health Department has discovered the nature of a rather foul odor on the west side of town.
Later, we'll take a look at their findings, but next in our Family Health Cast, robotics hit the medical profession. We'll explain, so stick with us.
Well, when you're as active as I am, after 65, you're going to need some sort of protection. And Medicare isn't enough. You have to have a supplement. And Blue Cross Blue Shield, Plan 65, was the one for me.
The people I talk to ask lots of questions, but the one thing they know is that Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Oklahoma is a company they can trust.
A strong, stable reputation is one reason why retirement-aged Oklahomans appreciate Plan 65 coverage. Another reason is that Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Oklahoma offers all 10 approved Medicare supplement plans. There's one that's right for you.
They've always taken care of me. The forms are easy, the price is right. I don't think I'd have the peace of mind without it.
No one ever questions our reputation because we've earned our reputation by offering quality products and quality benefits for over 50 years.
Call 1-800-522-9266 for more information about Plan 65 from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Oklahoma.
Most people would need a pretty good reason to try a new bologna. Well, new Healthy Choice bologna gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 delicious reasons. That's because there's less fat in 5 slices of Healthy Choice bologna than in just 1 slice of regular bologna. That's 5 times less fat. And this bologna's made from lean, premium cuts of meat for a taste even the experts love.
Healthy Choice Bologna, the newest in our line of cold cuts and franks.
Norma Baith, breast cancer, 8-year survivor.
Elroy Brookshan, lymphoma, 11-year survivor.
Chester Jermakwitz, prostate and bone cancer, 6-year survivor.
Diane Casto, breast cancer, 9-year survivor.
Call 1-800-788-8485. Our results speak for themselves.
Sam Oswald, lymphoma, 6-year survivor.
Could health insurance help control severe high blood pressure?
It could, in a roundabout sort of way. The researchers think that improving access to primary care doctors could control high blood pressure. A new study shows the risk of high, uncontrolled blood pressure appears to be greater among people who do not have personal physicians. The report in the New England Journal of Medicine says the chance of having high blood pressure is 4 times more likely in people who don't have a regular doctor, and maybe with better insurance, that could change. Well, is it possible robotic nurses? A few hospitals across the country are inviting the space age into their hallways. In tonight's Family Health Cast, a look at these robots who offer great help without compromising bedside manner.
I am about to move. Please stand clear.
The space age has arrived and is alive and well at this hospital. Robots are being used to perform tasks that used to be reserved for the hospital staff.
The hospital had been searching for ways to become more productive and to solve the classic problem of allowing professionals to spend their time doing their professional tasks.
The idea of using robots in hospitals isn't new. Robotic arms have been helping doctors perform some kinds of surgery. But at this hospital, the robot is used to deliver meals and drugs to the nurses. It's an ideal solution to the staff shortages that plague many hospitals during the night shift.
We have found that the most difficult time to run a hospital is in those after hours. It's in the period 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Workers in one part of the hospital load packages into the robot for delivery to another part of the hospital. The door of the robot is locked and a security code prevents unauthorized entry. Then the robot is programmed with delivery instructions. Nurses don't need to leave the floor or their patients when they need supplies.
It allows us much more time to do our jobs more efficiently, spend more time with the patients.
Special sensors guide the robot and prevent it from running into anything. Best yet, the robot is courteous, saying thanks and warning people when it's about to move. Interesting, isn't it? Well, right now, only 10 hospitals in the country are using the robotic nurses. But as you can imagine, it's going to take time for the hospital staff, the nurses, the doctors, even the patients to get used to something that we could call out of this world.
I assume that they don't replace people altogether?
Absolutely not. In fact, you know, the human touch is still very healthful. This really, though, could ease a hospital shortage. Everybody knows nurses shortage that's been going on for a while. This can help with those rather mundane tasks and free up the nurses for more important work.
Let's hope they don't make them to read news. Let's hope.
Let's hope.
In tonight's follow-up file, 3 Oklahoma congressmen are cleared in the House banking scandal. Mike Siner, Bill Brewster, and Glenn English have all received letters from the Justice Department clearing them of any criminal wrongdoing. Congressmen Mickey Edwards and Dave McCurdy have not received notifications so far. Edwards was listed as one of the worst offenders in the House banking scandal. A Bryan County jury yesterday convicted Dennis Reese of several charges. Reese escaped from the Bryan County Jail a year ago with convicted killer Michael St. Clair. The jury recommended 160 years for Reese on charges of escape, kidnapping, burglary, and robbery by force. Reese was awaiting trial for murder at the time of his escape. The Sun Refinery in West Tulsa will have to control its rotten egg smell. A 7-week investigation by the Tulsa City County Health Department traced the mysterious stench to that plant. The odors are caused by sulfur compounds released into the air. The health department is studying the particles to determine if they pose a health hazard. The company is looking at ways to contain the sulfur. However, the plant manager says they will have to be cost-effective changes. Neighbors around that refinery have been complaining about the smell for months.
Well, for the last 2 nights in a row, Green Country's gone to bed to the sound of thunder.
Will we see a three-peat? Frank Mitchell is next with the forecast.
I'm Cindy Bear. 8's on your side, putting some new chips to the taste test.
America's love affair with the automobile shifts into high gear, starting now with the new GM MasterCard. Every time you use it, GM will credit 5% of your purchase toward a new car or truck from GM. 5%. That could mean hundreds, even thousands of dollars in savings over and above any other discounts or rebates. And there's no annual fee. The GM card, the new financial vehicle.
Wendy's has stacked up a cheeseburger just for people who love the taste of beef. It's Wendy's new 99-cent quarter-pound double stack. It's got everything that makes a cheeseburger great, plus 2 patties of fresh beef served hot off the grill. The 99-cent quarter-pound double stack. It's a stack of beef for a little price, and it's only on Wendy's 99-cent super value menu.
Good food at a good price. Sounds good to me.
When I say on TV, I guarantee it, that's exactly what it means. If you have any problem, call me, and you should encourage your customers to call me from the store. Use our 800 number. Let them call me up. And even if I'm not in the office, they can leave me a voicemail message in their own words. I'm not listening to a Men's Warehouse employee's interpretation. I'm listening directly to the customer's own words. And I think it's fantastic.
Making people well again isn't all there is to Hillcrest. Keeping them well gets a great deal of attention, too. That's why Hillcrest pioneered the Center for Women's Health. The Exercise and Lifestyle program promotes wellness through exercise and education. The Center for 55 Plus meets the special needs of older adults. Curing illness is one thing, preventing illness is the other. These people don't practice medicine, they live it, and that's the Hillcrest difference.
Now, Frank Mitchell and weather, and I don't know about you folks, but at our house it seems like there was lightning and thunder all night long.
Kept you awake.
A big light show. One of our fast units said you can read a book with the lightning alone.
It was that bright.
Yeah, it was pretty bright. And some damage, minor damage with the storms last night, but not as bad as it could have been. We certainly had another bumpy night, but I can guarantee things are going to get better. Now, here's how close we came to a tornado, because last night was mainly large hail, damaging winds, and lots of lightning. But there you see the lowering beneath a wall cloud out in western Osage County. You can kind of say it was the beginning of a funnel, maybe not. It depends on how you would interpret it. Now, in western Osage County, large tree branches were blown down, and 80-mile-an-hour winds blew out some windows in Fairfax, but definitely not a tornado. But I'm glad to say we came close, but no cigar there. All right, temperatures right now in Tulsa, behind the cold front, nice and mild. Of course, all that severe weather last night was ahead of a cold front. Here's what we have going on now. 70s, the warmest it's been all day, slow to clear out there, and that's the temperatures across Tulsa. Humidity and dew point are way down. As you know, it was hot and muggy last couple of days. Now it's much drier thanks to north winds at 15 miles per hour. The pressure's falling. High today was 78 and 62 the morning low. Both temperatures much below normal than what we would normally have this time of year. The cows like it, I'm sure, okay? We're going to take you back 24 hours and show you how it occurred on satellite. Cold front sweeping down across Kansas, large storms blowing up along that front, and then the front slowed down as it progressed across Oklahoma, dropping 2 to 3 inches of rainfall across green country. The wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour, large hail, and of course tons and tons of lightning. Slow to move across southern Oklahoma. They had a couple of flash flood warnings and watches down there this morning. Once again, I'll show it to you. After a hot day yesterday, the cold front meeting up with that hot, muggy air, winding up with lots of severe weather. Now, as you can see, very slow to clear behind all this cloud cover. So it looks like overnight we'll begin to clear out, and by tomorrow we'll see the sun again, and we'll see lots of it. But in the meantime, we'll say mostly cloudy skies just for the next couple of hours, and then clearing out. As we show you the map for tomorrow, we could say the forecast will be wonderful. We're going to see, again, the dry air, lots of sunshine, northeast winds, and temperatures nice and mild. Rainy down across the Gulf, still hot out in the west, and another fall front will be moving in the northern tier of the country. On Saturday, same thing, sunny, warm, beautiful weather. So it looks like after a couple of days of stormy weather, we're going to be rewarded with a couple of days of great weather. Here's your forecast. Heading on into the early evening hours, slow clearing, as I mentioned. It'll be cool. We'll be in the 70s. Then for overnight, look for mostly fair skies and much cooler, dropping down into the 60s. And by tomorrow morning, we'll see temperatures in the low 50s up around Bartlesville or so, lower 60s here in Tulsa, maybe some mid-60s down towards McAllister, as it'll be fair and chilly tomorrow morning. Mostly sunny and warmer tomorrow afternoon. Beautiful day, mid-80s. Again, east winds of 5 to 10. Weather School, of course, it's back in session this week and the next several weeks. Our question for today, I did it more of a true or false question, kind of 50-50, because Charles needs some help. And
all the help I can get?
Yeah. Well, he didn't want to answer yesterday's question because it was too difficult. The forecast terms, showers and rain, mean the same. We threw that in because of all the rain we've had the last couple of days. So when we say showers tomorrow or when we say rain tomorrow, is that the same thing, or are those two different terms?
Yeah. No, oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to guess yet,
would be yes to the same, I guess.
I say yes, they're the same.
Mine would be different.
All right, answer it.
The showers, my guess is showers are a form of rain.
Ooh, we're getting technical.
He always does that.
Yeah, a little
Mr. Analysis.
Yeah, well,
thank you, sir.
All right.
What you gonna do, Frank? If you like tortilla chips, there's another one to try.
Oh, that's right. Just what we need, another chip to eat. But these are the kinds of stories that I love. Taste test. Eight's on your side this time with a new chip. Cindy Bear joins us now to put them to the test.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Doritos has a new chip out. And these are in the stores right now. These just the first 3 days of this week they've been shipping in, and that's what we're here to feature tonight. You bet. Tulsa's one of only 2 cities testing these Doritos right now. It's a lighter, thinner chip, and it's called Doritos Tortilla Thins. And we, along with the people of Omaha, Nebraska, are asked to put them to the taste test. And since that's the case, 8's on your side. Well, we've asked the people of Oklahoma's Channel 8 to put them to the test. I decided to test the new Doritos Tortilla Thins against another leading chip, Eagle brand tortilla chips. First, we put them in a bowl and scrunched them so they wouldn't look like Doritos. Now, it's up to the taste buds. Hey. Try these chips and tell me which one you like better. Okay, it may take a while to get results here, so on we go.
That one. It's saltier.
You like these? She picked the Eagle.
This one?
You like these? These are the new Doritos.
They have more salt on them.
I like this one better.
Do you? Why?
It's got a better flavor, less salt.
Really?
To me.
Huh. So the new Doritos aren't as salty to Otto. And we finally have the results here.
They don't taste so different.
No, they really don't?
Those have a little more salt on them, I think.
Which do you like better?
I like these better.
Really? These are the new Doritos.
They are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, out of all our taste testers, this one seemed to enjoy the new Doritos the most. Really, we went out to a park and fed that squirrel everything, but he took the Dorito instead of my sandwich. Yeah, but now these Doritos, they also are testing a new chip flavor, too. That one's a plain flavor. This one is the salsa and cheese. Leanna's dying to try these, and I'm going to put these anchors to the test.
Okay.
Again, we've put the two in here, and I want you guys to pick which one you guys
these are
like.
the new ones?
Huh?
Ooh,
I was supposed to tell you that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, these ones were not supposed to know. Excuse me,
Right,
don't
yes.
mind my reach.
Yes.
Oh, I can already tell you, I like those.
I like
These
these
are
better,
too
too.
heavy.
Yeah.
But let me
Yeah.
go ahead and finish this one.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are going to be
Do
picking
you have any
out.
picante?
No, I don't. And the thing is that these have a notch. This is the Eagle brand, I should tell you, and you guys have picked the new brand. It's
Right.
lighter. I find them a little salty, though. I really do. And yet they say lightly salted. And I find them saltier, but maybe that's because we're so used to lightly salted foods
Right.
now that anything with just the hint of salt makes you go.
Are they the same price?
Yeah, well, these are a little cheap because they're testing them right now. Yeah, and it's running about $1.79 a bag.
Okay.
Up to $1.99, and pretty cheap,
Well,
I think,
since
for
we
a bag of
sit
chips.
next to each other in the newsroom, you can leave this bowl by my desk.
I will, yes, and I'll leave this one by Charles. Since you
can just
don't
leave,
like
you can
these,
just
I'll
leave it
give
here.
you
There's no rush.
Oh, well, maybe not. Sports is next, so we'll find out.
Give them to Bob.
Okay, thanks, Cindy.
Bob will eat them all. It's Thursday, and this must be Sports Shots.
That's right. Hang on. Bullet Bob's taking us for a ride on the wild side. Sports is next. Nice.
Remember the soundproof booths from the old TV quiz shows? That's not what this is. This has to do with hearing. It's a special piece of equipment that the folks at Cleartone use to determine your hearing loss, so they can design a hearing aid especially for you. Just another reason I urge you to think Cleartone. Give them a call.
At Cleartone.
Lancome Research announces new Neosome Plus perfected age treatment. Perfection in a daily defense against tomorrow's lines and wrinkles. Perfection in the renewed fight against the future signs of aging. New Neosome Plus perfected age treatment. Prevention.
Perfection.
Lancome Paris. Beauty Originale. Your gift with any Lancome purchase of $17.50. Available at Dillard's.
Save right here, right now. It's Ford's factory authorized clearance. Over 2,000 Fords must be sold before the 93s arrive. That makes it the best time of the year to buy. And you choose from the best-selling vehicles in America. Big factory-to-dealer incentives let you save on Taurus, F-150, Ranger, Explorer, and Escort. Plus get $1,000 cash back on any Ford F-Series in stock. But hurry, the selection won't last long. Ford's factory authorized clearance. Right here, right now.
Shoney just introduced 4 new shrimp dinners. Grilled shrimp, buffalo shrimp, stir-fry shrimp, and Shoney's special recipe shrimp. Share them with someone you're close to. Ah! Shoney's desserts taste so great because they're made with real chocolate, real fruit, flaky crusts, and, oh yeah, whipped topping. And sometimes a cherry.
Well, since most people at home right now are probably having dinner, we decided just to keep the chips through sports.
Few snacks, little sports.
Well, and you know, chips and sporting events go together, and chips and sports shots go together.
And dip, too. I need dip. I have to have dip. Patty salsa.
We asked, we didn't get any.
We're going to test that next time around. It's one of my faves. But yeah, I'm going to try these while I do this. So once again, time to take a wild ride on the wild side, you could say. High-flying rollerbladers, we've got that. Speedboats with a mind of their own as well. Yes, we've got that and more all this week in Sports Shots. Hey, if you thought those chips were hot, how about this ride, huh? We need something to put that out. The rollerbladers. The people underneath were as happy as anybody else that this guy made that jump. Some rides weren't as smooth as others, though. This motocrosser goes up and over. We only show you things where people weren't hurt. Keep that in mind. Stay away from speedboats. Speedboats and water don't mix, and this is sure to really ruin a day of fishing. Hey, you know this is a Healy. He's mugging for the camera, right? One of the great plays of the TU game, downtown Gary Brown goes underneath one, somehow pulls this one in. And baseball, the Wizard of Oz still can turn two like nobody's business. Again, the Oz in slow-mo leaping over for the peg. How about that? Some more great grabs. How about a mouthful of Mound? Go with your chips. And if you're looking for a hot dog, where else do you go? Into the stands and grab the foul ball as well. Again, some great catches. Kelly on the run with the grab. And then finally, Brian McCray of KC diving. Remember, keep your TV right here no matter where you're at. Channel 8 for sports shots and just about everything else, folks. That was probably tough to do. Whew. Well, in case you missed it last night, the Brewers' Robin Yount joined baseball's 3,000 hit club. Rockin' Robin, we'll hear from him tonight at 6 o'clock. Also, Deion Sanders of the Atlanta Braves and now, once again, Atlanta Falcons. He's going to play football as well as baseball. And the price was right for Brent Price, former OU guard, signing on the dotted line with the Washington Bullets. Plus U.S. Open stuff and chips and dip and salsa and everything else that you could ask for.
Yeah, this is all right. We're going to have a picnic tomorrow night. We'd each bring something, you know, have a little...
Yeah, it'll be like, I just threw a piece back. You can have that one later.
Thanks. What a guy.
Yeah, just anytime you guys want to bring food, I'll be here. All right?
We'll barbecue out back tomorrow night.
Bring the grill.
Hey, before we let you go, tomorrow night, helicopter highlights?
That's right, helicopter highlights. We're going to a lot of places.
A lot of places.
A lot of places.
I want to know about the new T-shirts.
We're going to Muskogee. We are going to Muskogee. I know we're going there. Yeah, new T-shirts are in. They got the. Hey, you fly so many places. They all, you know, they're all special.
They're all about this big on the screen.
Yeah, they're all about this big.
Thanks, Bob.
Take those back in, will you? We're done with them for today.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
Bob, we'll know where to go tomorrow night. A Tulsa man tried to burn an American flag last night.
Up next, we'll tell you if he was successful and why police arrested him.
It's ball season, and that means it's ice cream season.
Son, I'll go pick out the chips and soda, and why don't you boys go pick out the ice cream?
No problem, Mom. You can count on the team. Hey, pass me the frozen yogurt!
Come see why everyone is going wild over the new great taste of Farm Fresh ice cream and frozen yogurt from the good folks at Farm Fresh.
How you doing today?
Last spring, Oklahoma's Channel 8 presented schools with American Discovery, a free curriculum to teach our kids about innovation, and it was a huge success.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, now it's a brand new school year and a brand new chance for teachers and kids to participate. To get involved, elementary teachers should send $1 for postage and handling to Oklahoma's Channel 8. Then you'll see how far just a little imagination can take you.
Funny.
American Discovery from Oklahoma's Channel 8 and these sponsors.
Don't miss the Tulsa Town Tollers Annual Festival of Treasures this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Tulsa Promenade Mall, 41st and Yale.
I'm sorry, Mr. Peterson. You've been cut off.
Coming up on the next Cheers.
Norm, the woman will not listen to reason.
I mean, Normie's been cut off, Rebecca's mad, and Sammy's got a great idea to fix everything.
No funny stuff.
Okay, first, paint her apartment. So, what's next, little painter boy?
I'm thinking. I didn't think I was going to get this far.
Oh, this you gotta see. Sammy's going to be laying it on real thick. Attaboy, on the next Cheers.
Cheers, tonight at 10:35 on Oklahoma's Channel 8.
Closed captioning on Oklahoma's News 8 is brought to you in part by Tulsa Regional Medical Center.
This may look like any other classroom, but it's not. I'm Alicia Taylor. I'll tell you what the difference is.
I'm Michael Warren in Tulsa. The Berry Hill High School Marching Band is practicing for another weekend of football halftime shows, but they're minus one flute and one trombone player. We'll tell you why.
Last of all tonight, a man is behind bars after trying to set an American flag on fire. Early yesterday, police received a call the man was trying to burn the flag outside a restaurant on Southwest Boulevard. When Officer Shannon Steele pulled up, the flag was still okay. Apparently, it wouldn't burn. The suspect told the officer he couldn't be arrested because it was his constitutional right to burn the American flag. The officer congratulated him for his knowledge of the law and then arrested the man on other outstanding warrants. There is some justice.
Is that not amazing? Well, that is our time for tonight. We thank you for joining us. Tonight, we're going to salute the kids in the Tulsa Library Summer Reading Program.
ABC's World News Tonight is next, followed by Oklahoma's News 8 at 6. Stay with us.
Thanks for watching Oklahoma's News 8 and making us the #1 newscast in northeastern Oklahoma.